So a little Christmas edition here. I've carried this Civivi Placoid around now for a while, and I've been using it. I haven't sharpened it yet, and honestly, it's held an edge really well, so I haven't needed to. And what do I think about it? I love this knife. I like the feel. I like the look. I definitely like the way it cuts. The flipper action is perfect. It's great. It's got a nice close, good detent. The thumb stud, I think Civivi is banging it out of the park with their thumb stud placement. It's great. You just push up, the knife flies out just like it should. There's no hunting around for it or pushing it in a certain direction or anything like that. It's really nice. One of my favorite knives right now to carry. So I just had to wrap a bunch of Christmas gifts like most of us. And a lot of times you take this wrapping paper and you put something in it. My wife was nice enough to let me demonstrate with some of her wrapping paper. Stuff's expensive, so I appreciate it. We'll just say that I'm going to wrap this tape measure. And you could take your scissors and just push it through and make your cuts. What I found, it was way faster and way easier to use this knife to cut my wrapping paper. Not all wrapping paper has lines, but if you get some that does, then you can follow these grids. So I don't know if the grid is really coming. So there's real light grid lines. You can kind of see them on the video. But you can definitely see these lines across here. So instead of scissors, I was just following grid lines. Now, when you come to a corner like this, you don't want to go right into the corner because it will kind of tear. So you just come down a little ways, maybe an inch from the corner, make your penetration, and then you can just go back and finish it like that. And then wrap your little tape measure right up and send it to the center, whatever. My point is, using the knife is way faster and easier for me. And this thing with that high grind really does a great job. I had to wrap quite a few, some big, some small, and this just went through all that paper. I did tear it a couple of times, trying to, like I said, in that corner. I would try to start at that slice and come down, and that didn't work. That's how I figured out I had to kind of start in just a little bit. But yeah, I really enjoy carrying this knife. I'm probably going to go ahead and resharpen it. I've done quite a bit of box opening with it, and then I cut all of the wrapping paper with this. But it doesn't really, it's still got a very good working edge, even after all that work. The lock bar has not been an issue for me. It's easy to get to. They have the detent tuned on this. Civivi is doing a really good job with that detent. The only thing I will say, after you get it unlocked, that detent still grabs just a little bit. But if you unlock it and hold that at all and like that, it's past that and you never even realize it. I had one of my subs suggest I rub mineral oil into this to really make this pop. So I'm going to go right now and I'm going to grab, I have it right over here. It's just a piece of flannel that I keep for like wiping down knives and firearms. I just bought a big piece of flannel. I bought the scissors to kind of cut the edges like that so that it wouldn't fray. And then I got a bottle of mineral oil, and I keep some of that in this. So let's see what happens when we just rub some of that into this shredded G10. Oh, it's definitely bringing up the luster. You can tell where I've hit it and where I haven't, like right here where I haven't gotten it because of the clip. So you guys, when you make suggestions like this to me in the comments, I try to read, I try to respond to them all as well. But I definitely do take them to heart. When I think that you guys have a good idea, I like to try to act on it. I want this to be kind of an interactive channel like that. That did bring out that G10, that shred, didn't it? That makes it look really neat. I love it. And that blade, all of that box opening and gift wrap cutting didn't affect it at all. Everything just wiped right off of it. And like I said, it still has a nice good edge. Anyway, I just wanted to give you some after use impressions of this. This is a fantastic knife. I love it. I highly recommend it. I would add this to your EDC carry sooner rather than later. It's a fairly large knife, but it's thin. It's not super bulky, so even though it's fairly large with a nice chonker of a blade, you can still carry it with no problem. And then like my like one commenter said, rub a little mineral oil into that handle. That really does make it look nice. Wow. Fantastic. Civivi Placoid, Placoid, whatever, however you pronounce that. Highly recommended knife. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.